So that's 6. So you guys work at the stamping part of it then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think if they keep doing it the way they're doing it, they'll have to move that around because it wouldn't be fair for one group to be, you know, off continually. I thought they would have hit Rouge, didn't you? Wouldn't you think?
Well, when y'all done, everything goes over to pink, right?
No,
No?
everything from body goes to paint. Stamping and the person will make parts for Kansas City,
Oh, so that's what
Kentucky, and
Oh.
Illinois. So that's the issue. Probably like that.
3.25. So that's 3 1/4. So they're going to give us the front view and the right side view this time, and we got to go into the top. So are you getting, Glory, how far along are you? How far along are you in your apprenticeship? How many hours are you into it?
Like 5,400. I think I go up to 8,000. This is my last class.
Good for you. So I got to do the front and the right. Well, this point A is 3/8. That's easy to figure out, but we'll worry about these.
And it's 3 from the fold line.
Yep.
Okay.
If you guys have to work on these more than a week or so, that's okay with me. We can do this again next week. Because if you can get the basics of this, if we can get in to where we do drawing 13 and 14, that's really all, you know, if we get that far, that would be great. So that's, we did A, which is this one right here. And so that's 3 inches from that fold line. Let me know if I'm going too fast.
Wait, which one you said 3 inches from? This one.
Yeah, this one. So that's 3 inches from this fold line right here to A.
Yeah, from there to
Yeah,
there.
that's
3.
right.
And from here to here is the 625.
Yeah,
Okay.
5/8.
5/8.
Okay, so then the A on this side is 1.5. Let's go over that. So this is A in the front view, so that's AF. This is A in the right side view. So then we'll try to find B. And B is 0.625. And let's see how we located it this way.
And the fold line is 2.
2? All right, thanks.
So the AB line should be the same in the top view as it is in the front view.
Yeah, the distance will be, that's exactly right. The distances will be the same. Okay, so this one is, they're both 5/8.
And they're both 2.
Mm-hmm.
Are we just doing a visual with that one is 2?
No, we're doing it. We draw it with that line. We give it that and we draw that line straight across to it. So this is BR.
If it was different, it would have something saying
Yeah,
that it's different.
right, but
okay.
it can't be with, according to descriptive geometry. If there are both B's, they'll be on a straight
Oh,
line.
okay. Got it.
And this is BF.
Just like the A's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the A, B, any small letter is a point in space and they'll be on the same plane as all the other ones. In one of these ones that's going to come up, it's going to be parallel in one view, and if a line is parallel in one view, it's parallel in every other view that you encountered in. So that's the one where they ask you to do a parallel line thing. That's going to come up a little bit later. But again, you guys are not behind. I used to do this where we would only do one drawing a week, and we're in the 4th week, so we're already doing, so it's not like you're back. So I'm going to project A and B into the top view, right? Just like they're saying to. So here's A that's going up. And that's going to be that dimension right there, so it's going to go up pretty far. B is not going to go very far up, so I'll do this. I'll also mark on here that this is the front view, and this is the top view. So again, we could use the ruler to get the dimension, or we can use these dividers. And the dividers work for me because my vision is not as good as You young people, see, especially Troy, he's very young. So you gotta measure to the fold line for that distance, and then you go up here at the fold line and go up, and this is gonna be B in the top view. You guys gotta work the weekend then? Trina, you got,
Oh, no,
She on strike.
oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not, I need to break.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. So this is B from here, and then A is gonna be this distance right here. We're on that right line, and we're measuring from the fold line to that A. We skip that view and go into this one, and that is going to be a T. Now, they ask us to get a point view line of this. So a point view means you're looking at one of them and you're gonna see both of them. So the way you do that is you have to first get a true length line, and then you bend it down so that you're looking right at the end of one of them, and that's where it'll be, and I'll show you how to do this. So there it is right there. So in order to get a true length line, we're gonna go up a 1/2 inch again. That's right. So this stuff just builds on itself. It's the same series of steps, only you add one with each drawing. Then when we get to the end, what I'm hoping is we can do those drawings to where you can show that, how do they call that? A pictorial drawing, I guess. So there's the fold line. I'm gonna do it a little bit darker. And I actually like doing the thing with the dividers, but you can project it with a triangle. But I've always had better success. Sometimes I would, if I had a small triangle, I would use that small triangle and project it. It depends on how you guys want to do it. If you do your drawing, you do it the way you want. So you guys have worked a lot of overtime then? Is that what you're saying? Or here we can do the triangle. Then you line up the triangle on that line. You actually know a lot of people at Michigan Assembly. You can use it like this.
So when you say line up the triangle, you line up
This-
this
yeah.
line
Yeah, this line right here is lined up with this.
with the, okay.
Yeah,
And
so-
then you go up.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I'll line it up like this with that line is shown on there. So that you have 90 degrees coming off of there,
Gotcha.
okay? So now, the next one is going to be a true length line because we went through this fold line, and that means we turned it down 90 degrees. Let me put this in. And so, in order to get this, we have to go back here. So A is gonna be this amount right here, which when it's this small of an amount, which is 3/8, that's just as easy to measure for me as, there's 3/8 right there. So this is the top view, and this is the A view, which is auxiliary. So this is A, and then B is going to be this very small amount, which is 5/8. I'm gonna check to make sure that my memory is good. There's 5/8. And so this is, oh, I did this wrong. This one I got from here, right? So I gotta get B from here. You're supposed to be keeping an eye on me, Troy. It's 2 inches, so it's gotta be 2 inches. Something didn't look right. I actually did this drawing the other day, that's how I remembered that, hey, that's not right. There's B, A. And the thing about drawings is that a lot of guys, when they first start out, they're afraid to make mistakes. But I never had that problem, so I would make just all the mistakes. Then after about 10, 12 years, I figured it out. So now this is a true length line. And one of the bases for this whole descriptive geometry thing is that there's a progression of steps. I'm going to turn to them and just show them to you very quickly. Since I don't stress the part about doing the, so there's a series of steps back here. And there's the true length of a line. That's what we did in the previous drawing. And this is number 2, which is a point view of a line. But I'm not gonna make you guys do a written thing. What we're gonna do drawings, and that's how we're gonna finish. So we're gonna do the point view of a true length line, and that's how we find, that's the next step in it. So the way you find a point view is that you extend the true length line straight out this way, and you draw a fold line. And in this case, the fold line has to be perpendicular to the true length line. So perpendicular means this. So the way that I can find perpendicular that I'm sure of, what do you have a picture of?
Where?
On her phone, maybe.
Oh.
What, nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thought,
Oh. My 40th birthday.
oh, good for you. I was gonna say that looks very nice, but I'm not gonna get myself in trouble, so. Troy, you can say it, but I can't say it. Okay, so at the fold line, and the fold line's a half inch away from BA. So we draw these two guys, and then we lengthen this out a little bit, and draw this, and then draw this. This is geometric construction. Anybody remember that? Troy, were you in my class with me? That would be like in the first drafting course.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
So I got a jump start at this one. So.
Yeah. So this is the fold line right here. So it's a half inch away. So that, all that was just to get the fold line. Now, here's the reason I use the half inch for the fold line all the time. So when you get to a point view line, this distance here, the one behind the true length line, is going to be this one right here. And if you use a half inch all the time, you'll know this dimension is going to be a half inch. So this is going to be a half inch right here. But if you wanted to do it,
So how did you get that angle?
the way I get this point is that by the fold line being a half inch, I get that one. But the way you can do it is you go back through this view and get the dimensions from this one right here. And they're both the same. So this is going to be point AB, B, because that's auxiliary A, and this is auxiliary B.
No, that line. That's what I'm saying. How you get that line?
Okay, I sent it a half inch out, and then to make sure that I did it perpendicular, see, this is the amount that I wanted, this much right there, and then I wanted a perpendicular line from there. So I did this, and then I made it a little bit longer. It doesn't matter what length, these will all fall right on that.
Oh, okay.
So that's geometric construction.
And then in the middle of that point,
Yeah.
that's that line.
Yeah, that gives you that line, and you know it's perpendicular. So this is point ABB, so this is a point view of a line. That's done exactly what they want you to do. Now this one is, what is this one about? This one has, 9.5 has a point in there that's not connected to a line. And I'll show you how to handle that. This will be the last one we'll do. Arthur won't mind, because I'm going to help him